recognize that the ultimate highest goal is not how long you can hold it, not how deep you can go in it. That's a byproduct. It doesn't say that which, tightens your triceps or gives you a better figure, or that which, works out your thighs or your legs or your core. It doesn't say that. That which brings and is stable and happy. Best solution to whatever it is that ails you. There's lots and lots and lots of yoga asanas that are specifically focused on decreasing stress, on lowering anxiety, on bringing calmness. Basically, any asana brings stability, right? There's that beautiful sutra. It says, stira sukham asanam. That which is stable, that which is happy, is asana. But also that which brings stability and happiness is asana. It doesn't say that which, tightens your triceps or gives you a better figure, or that which, works out your thighs or your legs or your core. It doesn't say that. That which brings and is stable and happy. So it's not just, what are my 4, 5, 6 asanas for my stress level? Asana in general, through using the body, the breath, the muscles, as a way of uniting with the divine. That's what yoga is. It's not calisthenics, it's not aerobics, it's not acrobatics. It's a connection to the divine that just uses the asanas, use the body, use the muscles, use postures to help us get into that river. Ultimately, the entire goal is get into the river, that river of the divine. So however you get in. Patanjali gave us 8 limbs. In some sense, they go together, they build on each other. The yam and niyam, how we live in the world and with ourselves. Asana, using the body. Pranayam, using the breath. And then we start to work with the mind. Pratyahar, dharana, gyan or meditation, and ultimately samadhi. But specifically the asanas, since I think that's where the question was intended. Any asana done in the way it's intended, not about, it has to be deeper, it has to be straighter, it has to be longer, it has to be, do them as well as you can, but recognize that the ultimate highest goal is not how long you can hold it, not how deep you can go in it. That's a byproduct. The ultimate goal is using that posture to connect with truth, to connect with the divine. So any of the asanas. But then on a deeper level, when you talk about yoga in general, it is by no means just asanas. Bhakti yoga, gyan yoga, karma yoga, these life paths of wisdom, of love and devotion, of using every minute, every moment, every action. That is absolutely the best antidote to stress that I know of. And I've experienced it personally. When I lived in America before coming to India, I was always stressed. In fact, the very first question I ever asked Puja Swamiji had to do with fear. Not terror. I wasn't, thankfully, living in a state of terror, but I was living in a state of constant low grade to high grade stress, tension, anxiety, worry. I was a PhD student. I didn't have anything on a logistic, actual level to be worried about, meaning there was food on the plate, money in the bank, a roof over my head, nothing that you could objectively say, oh yeah, she's got something to be worried about. But as we all know, we don't actually need an objective reason to be stressed. There's going to be traffic on the freeway. There won't be a place to park. The supermarket won't have my brand of cereal. I ate too much for dinner. Now I have to, restrict my calories the next day. Whatever it is, we'll make up anything. For me, it was school, grades, exams. I was in the middle of a PhD program. It was relationships. It's my family, my emotions, my feeling, my own psyche. But we all have our own reasons. When I came to India and discovered yoga, not just what I did with my body, which I had already been doing in America, but the yoga of bhakti, the yoga of gyan, like how to live in a way of love, of wisdom, how to think in every moment. How can this action be rooted in yoga, means rooted in union, in oneness, and how can this action lead to greater union and oneness? How to use your actions as your spiritual practice. Best antidote to stress. Because then it's not about what for me, what am I going to get out of it? Then it's just about the action itself and the purity of the action, the offering of the action, the surrendering of the action. Whatever it is, it's all for God. It's all for God. So, yoga, yes, the asanas, but also on a more level, our practices of gyan, of bhakti, of karma yoga. It shows us who we are and it connects us with the divine. And that is the best solution to stress. And along the way, do as many asanas as you can because they're fantastic for you. But don't stop there. Take the yoga deeper, wider, more. All of the depression, all of the loneliness, all of the confusion, all of the frustration, all of the anger. That gyan, that bhakti, that karma, these paths. Best solution to whatever it is that ails you.